Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, or whatever time of day you're listening to this. Welcome back to Dad Tales Podcast. I am Leon, father to Ava who is 7 and Noah who is 5.
And my name's Andy and I'm a dad to 3 girls, Ellie who's 21, Lex who's 15 and Andy who's 8. So together we're going to take a light-hearted look at parenting from a dad's point of view. We hope you enjoy. Good evening, Leon.
Good evening, Andy.
Happy Dad Tales Day.
Happy Dad Tales Day, my friend.
How are you doing?
I am fantastic.
I won't go that far.
I look fantastic. I've got a nice glow to me today.
Tan-fastic.
I've been out with sun. I'm going to say I've been out with sun. Sun's out, I'm straight outside, loving it. Loving life at the moment.
Just on that, before we get into the nitty-gritty of everything,
Yeah.
I've got a slight challenge for you.
What? Straight off the bat?
Straight off the bat, just because of what you said then, it just reminds me. I want you to name one good thing that doesn't have a bad connotation to it. And I'm going to give you plenty of time. Take the week, take the month. You find me one good thing that doesn't have a negative to go with it.
Explain yourself a little bit.
So, last few days, it's been lovely and sunny.
Yeah.
Now I'm just bombarded with flies. And you know flies, when they get in your house, they're just like, you spend an hour chasing them around trying to smash them with something.
Get a fly trap.
What, like a Venus one?
No, it's in like a zapper thing.
Like a shotgun?
One of those blue light things.
One of them things that... I don't live in a restaurant.
You can get them quite cheap though, like a novelty one.
No, so that's what I mean. The sun's out, it's lovely, you can go out and spend some time, but... You know, you crack a window, let some air in, and there's suddenly a fly buzzing round. And can you heckers get it?
So that's like, the good thing is,
The
essentially, I'm thinking of something, I've got one, but
Right.
I know what you're saying. So you have a child, amazing, but you're never going to sleep in there. You poor as hell for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
So there's one good thing, but has a negative
So
connotation.
try and find me one good thing.
That doesn't have a
And
negative.
we can challenge our listeners as well. Find me something that's good. Beer. Hangover. Beer good. Hangover bad.
Yeah, I had an hangover for ages though.
That's because you're a machine.
I can't genuinely remember last time I woke up, but you know, like, where you like, everything just hurts to move. I haven't run them for ages.
So yeah, so that's it. So how's your week been?
Been good. Obviously, apart from the boring stuff with work and stuff, I've played golf this weekend. Went for a nice little round.
Nice.
18 holes. I played front 9. I was on fire. Played well, and then I got...
That'd be eat.
it was awesome. And then I got tired for the second 9, and my game went to pot. I was lagging massively. First 9, I'm not joking. I was thinking, Jesus, sign me up for PGA. I'm on fire here, people. I played really. Say I played for like probably a year. I thought, crikey, I need to start playing more because I'm good at this. But by the time I got to like the 10th,
Reality
yeah, I was just so tired. And I just wasn't swinging properly and stuff. And do you know when you're tired and obviously your form goes, so then my wrists are turning over and balls hooking, and I was like, I'm a form now. I've ruined my round.
Yeah, I get to that on about 6th or 7th. I just get a bit bored.
Yeah, I didn't get bored. I just got tired. I kept having to sit down. I'm a young man and I had to sit down. I'm not sat down. Like, my back's hurting. I'm sat. But I walked. The other 2 went in the buggy, and I walked it.
How rude.
And
When you say you had to sit down, you just like sit in the middle of fairway.
no, I kept leaning against the buggy. Like, I'd sit like wheel out. I just sat like this, like, we've got to move again. I'm like, just give me 2 more minutes. My legs are tired. I'm tired now.
I'd love to
And
see
the sun was baking hot. I took enough water, so I was well hydrated, but God, I was tired. And I didn't have an hat on. What a mistake of the maker.
For a guy with a bald
Bald
head.
head, I know. I didn't have an hat on. And then I got home and I thought, yeah, I think I've had too much sun today. Like, you know, I'm like, I need to sit down and get in shade a bit. I've had too much sun.
You need one of them umbrella hats, don't you? They're perfect for golf, them really, aren't they?
I think they're a bit too wide. I probably clipped my club with it.
How close are you getting your club to your head?
I'm a tight swinger, mate.
Stick that on your grinder profile.
Tight swinger. And then I've had a really good day with kids today, just in the sun and garden, playing nicely, just one of those nice chill out days. Some week's been good, and then tomorrow I think we're going to have a barbecue. So
Met most of it, because the rain's coming again, I think.
well, I think that's the point, innit? You just got to make, when these days come, I mean, kids are like, could we go and watch it in for a penny, in for a pound? I was like, no, we can't go watch that. We've got to stay outside. My kids love Stephen Bullock.
I like
They're
Stephen
obsessed.
Bullock.
My kids are obsessed. To the point where I was walking with Noah to school on Friday morning, he's going, douche! Douche!
Classic Mulhern.
Loving it. And they've watched all old episodes of Catchphrase.
Just on Catchphrase, do you ever watch Catchphrase by yourself?
Not really. More with kids.
Right, so if I watch it, I'll watch it by myself.
I'll play along. Don't you worry about that.
But you don't just play along in your head.
Oh, no, I'm
On
shouting
Catchphrase,
out.
you've got to shout
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Oh,
It's weird. It's a weird feeling.
But I'm like that with quizzes. Like I can be sat watching Chase, and I'm like, bah, bah, bah. I don't answer. I'm just going, bah, bah.
It's good as well, isn't it, when you shout out an answer and you get it wrong.
Yeah.
There's nobody there to
Yeah,
kind of
you
go,
go,
nah, you're stupid.
But it's worse when you get it right and you go, look around the room going, did you? Oh, no one's here.
Yeah,
Got that
that's
right.
a fair point.
Got it right.
Again, a good thing with the right situation. Damn.
But yeah, so how's your week been? What have you been up to?
It's been a good week. Little Andy had a birthday.
Woo!
Shit, the big 9. Which does mean we've got to change our intro because I don't think any kids have got the right age on that now. So yeah, so Andy's birthday. Big shout out to Molly who made her cake. I'll put it on the Instagram. I'll tag her in and share it. They're fantastic.
Oh, it's class, that cake. Absolute class. Molly's got some mad skills.
That's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because she's
That's
not
not
just
her
good.
trade.
She's not just good at baking and making cakes and stuff. She's a top musician as well.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, she's got some mad skills outside of the industry she works in, isn't it?
Yeah, people like that are just good at stuff. I bet if she came to golf, she'd be better than you at golf as well.
Probably, yeah. To be fair, I'm still waiting for the day when I find out what I'm actually good at.
Yeah. Right, let's get into this. Leon, topics this week.
So we've asked the kids what or when has been the happiest day of your life.
Before we get into the kids stuff, do you know what yours is? Aside from your children being born and getting married.
Yeah, well, I spoke to her about this and I asked her the same question.
Did you ask her for her permission?
Yeah, and hers was the same. 'Cause I said, apart from, obviously, when kids were born, we got married, what's the happiest day you've had? So she had to think about it. And hers was very similar to what I was thinking. So she said when she passed all her exams for work, obviously she did it first time, off she went. I think mine's very similar to the point where, I mean, I've said this many times on the podcast. School, I was no good at it. College, I just went because it was a means to an end. But then I went into full-time work and I've gone back and done like university. And to me, that was quite an achievement in the fact that when I look back and think, actually, I've actually done something that I shouldn't be able to do. Or I've proved...
You've probably proved the system wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Because technically, if I'd have said to someone at school, oh, I'm going to go off and do a degree, they'd laugh. Either I want focused or I just, education want for me, whatever.
I think it does help that you get into it, you found something that you're quite passionate about with work and stuff, and then that's what you do a degree in.
Yeah.
It's not like you've risked it, I think, sometimes about going to uni and going, oh, I quite like maths.
Yeah, I'll do it, yeah.
And I'll do that, and then actually it's something that you don't. So there's pros and cons for either way, really, isn't there? Try hard at school, kids. Don't do drugs.
I'd always say try hard at school. Just for me, education one, and it's quite a proud thing that I've gone back and gone, because, I don't know, I'd probably never have done that.
Yeah, and I think the thing is with education as well, certainly for like what you and Amy've done, it takes years to get there, doesn't it? It's not just going, oh, sat an exam, brilliant, well done, you passed. It's a good couple of years, 3-4 years worth of actually trying hard, sacrificing other things to do assignments and stuff like that. So, yeah, well, I think you should give yourself a pat on the back.
But it wasn't about a pat on the back, it was just the fact that I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm proud of myself that I've actually done that, because...
I'm proud of you as well. And
Thanks,
did you get student at year as well?
I did. I got most improved. It's like, do you know football? The award you never wanted.
Club man at year.
Most improved player. Because at first, at the beginning of the season, he couldn't kick a ball. Now he's kicking it back and forth.
I used to get club man at year every year.
Club man at year?
Club man at year, it was when you turned up to every training session, every game,
God.
and didn't play very well. or didn't play. I was always on bench. So you was like the club man.
Oh, we never had that when it comes to ours.
Yeah. Most improved. I'd have taken most improved.
Yeah, but that's not a good thing. Most
It
improved.
is.
At football, you never wanted most improved. Because that just means you was rhubarb and then you're not. Because same with education thing.
You've got better.
First year, there was like, who is this kid? He can't even speak properly. And then by the time I'd finished, there was like, this guy.
I'm taking this to polls. Is most improved a good thing or a bad thing? I'm going good.
But it depends on what context. No. What I'm
Improvement
saying,
is good.
Yeah, no. The manager rewarding the child, as in like, if I see someone that's got better, I'd be like, God, that's really good. But as a kid, I never wanted to be told the most improved, because I still wasn't the best in the team. So if someone said to me, wow, you've improved, still not player's player or manager's player.
Yeah, but you could even be the best in the team, but have still improved loads.
No, but that
So
that award was never ever given to the person who was winning Players Player or Managers Player because
now the trophy you didn't want was Club Man at Year.
the turn of Man of the Year.
Yeah, Club Man at Year. That's what you didn't want. I'd have taken Most Improved Player over anything.
Wow.
Because it's about improving.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. I can remember I once went to the other side of Hull and I had to wear this I was a sub, but it was like a cold day and we'd been sponsored by some local business and they give us these all in one, but do you know,
a baby grow.
Yeah, it was. You climbed into it and zipped it from both shins up, and it came up up to your armpits on either side, but it came forward like a bib forwards. And I remember I had one on, and the zip bust, I couldn't get out of it. I could get out of one side, but I couldn't get out of the other. And there was Leon, go get warmed up, and I was like, I can't get out of this bloody thing. I can't get out. So there was like they bust me out of it after the thing. I got about 10 minutes.
You just played in it.
It was quite restrictive. It was like Wenger's big coat. It was really weird.
Run around like a big baby.
I remember that.
Oh man, I'd love to have seen that.
I think the reason why it bust is because I was a little bit big for it, if I'm being honest.
He's playing under sevens and you were the size of a 14-year-old.
Pretty much, yeah.
I actually thought this topic, the happiest day, obviously outside children and that, I'm thinking, what's my happiest day? I just can't think of anything. And then I spoke to Ellie, and Ellie said about passing a driving test.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I think that was mine. I remember I've sort of loads and loads of days where you just think that was a good day, you know, and I'll always reminisce them when we've been places or we've done stuff, whether that be with family or friends, and there's always really, really good days. But I can't actually pinpoint one that says this is the best day. I don't know whether that is a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe it's something that's I'm due to have. Where I can say, or do you want a good day? If tomorrow is the best day I'm ever going to have,
it's a bit of a downer, that, isn't it?
You're on a downer then, aren't
Yeah.
you? So I'm sort of kind of hoping my best day is still to come. But looking back, passing my driving test was a massive day.
Yeah, I can remember when I passed mine because I was third attempt. I had 2 stinkers.
Mine was third attempt as well.
Yeah. I had a proper stick. One of them, I can't remember my first or my second. I was stitched up a right tree by my examiner. So, was going down this road. He said, "Take the next available right." So I was like, "Right, okay, I can do that. I can take the next available right, surely." But it's actually the first right that I was coming up to was a one way that I couldn't turn down because the one way traffic was coming into that street.
Right.
So I went to go turn into that street. And he slammed brakes on. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Take the first available right." And he's like, "Check the signs." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's a one-way system. Take the next right." I was like, "Okay."
She's just taking a reverse down it.
But don't you think he stitched me up by tricking me? I understand what he did. He was making sure I was paying attention to road signs and stuff like that. And he must do that as a thing all the time. But I was like, "You tight get," because I was like a major and we'd only been 10 minutes out.
Yeah.
I was like,
strangely enough, I failed one of my tests with a very, very similar thing. I was in the middle of a town centre and he says, right, continue onwards or continue straight. Well, actually, you couldn't go straight because it was same sort of thing, no entry. So you had to turn left. And I was on it. I've always been taught, if they don't tell you left or right, just keep going forward.
Did you get into the one?
No, he slammed brakes
on. So this is me, yeah. Because like I say, could have been left. It must have been left or right. But I went to go take the turn. And he slammed on. We both jolted forwards because I'm on an accelerator. I'm nowhere near brake. Turned into a corner. We was like, I was like, what? He's got cars broke me.
Wheels spinning in the street.
Fighting against each other. I'm like, he's like, "What are you doing?"
So that's what I can think. Because again, when you learn to drive and you pass your test, it just, if you've got a car as well, it just changes your life.
Oh yeah, independence, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's mine, and Ellie's gone for the same thing.
Nice.
So Ellie went for that one, based again on she passed first time a couple of days before her 18th birthday. So it's kind of a couple of good things all rolled into one, really.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's one she's gone for. I think it's a good one, that one. And I'm stealing hers as well.
I'm a little bit jealous. I didn't think of something like that. For the old driving test. I can't think of it. Apart from the two I've mentioned, I don't think there's anything else where I think about like that. Do you know, I've never won award-wise or...
I think as well, though, if I think back to Christmases and stuff, and when you're a kid and you get a present that you really want and you're so excited about it, it's brilliant. But then your priorities change as you get older, don't they? So you might just have a really good holiday, But can you compare that feeling of enjoyment and excitement against a child at 6, 7 year old with toys and stuff?
Yeah.
So it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult.
It's funny you say that because both Noah and Ava straight off the bat was going, oh yeah, birthday, Halloween, Easter, Christmas, best days ever. And I was like, okay, that's good. I completely understand what you're saying because at Christmas you're getting things, do you know what I mean? Random things you're asking for, do you know what I mean? Say with Easter you're eating chocolate, do you know what I mean? Halloween you're going trick-or-treating. It's all the good fun stuff, do you know what I mean? You do know what I mean, don't you?
You've just said, do you know what I mean, about 4 times
Did
in about
I?
8 seconds.
Did I? I only picked him on the ball at the end. my brain went. Yeah, so they said like birthday, Halloween, Christmas, and Easter. Noah also said, "I've never had a happy day."
Oh man!
And then he started laughing, and he went, "Actually, today was a good day because I played swing ball." He's one of those kids that just in the moment.
Yeah, and if he says today's been a really good day, and it gets up tomorrow, and that's a really good day, at the end of the day, if he says that every single day,
we're on a winner, aren't we?
you're winning, aren't you?
Because you're topping each day.
Yeah,
It's an
exactly.
improvement.
It is. But the negative there is that you've always got to, and there's always going to be a day what's going to be sad.
Yeah, true that.
Never have something nice.
That's coming later. And then the other thing, there was because Ava piped in, because I try and get Noah first, and then without Ava there, because obviously if Ava speaks first, Noah's just copying. So and then Ava came through and was like, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "Oh, so what's the best or happiest day of your life?" And she went, "Oh, I'm watching Him for a Penny or Him for a Pound." I was like,
Come on.
don't. But it's quite topical because we've been talking about it this week, so which is good. Noah then went on to say when he went to Bulgaria, he likes a holiday. He actually said, "I like a holiday." I was like, "Nice one, kid. You like a holiday."
I like holiday. I like pretty lady. I like sunshine and ice cream.
Ava, when I finally got some out of her, she said she likes going to theme parks. So pretty much been Sundowner, Flamingo Land, Lightwater Valley, Diggerland. She could have kept going on. I was like, I get what you mean, love. I get what you mean. But she's loved days out like that. She says they're the best days when we get to go out as a family and do something.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a family.
It's because we've not been out so long that she's going, I seem to remember that.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
Just hinting them days, you know, when we used to go out and enjoy ourselves.
And then we just happened to be in the garden when we was doing it, and she said, "Oh yeah, we've got Matilda." As Matilda walks on by.
Oh yeah, when the sun comes out, that's
yeah,
happy.
that's good.
These little things, isn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah, so mine have done nothing massively contributely.
Yeah, that's a definite word.
I don't know what that was.
No, I think again, your priorities are different, aren't you? From when you're a child, it is going. Oh, do you know what? Actually, just going to the park. I really enjoy going to the park.
Yeah.
Andy's was same. Andy's was going on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
She had a really good holiday, and that was something that she really liked. Lexi when she went to Meadowhall one day and went with her friend, and she was just allowed to go around shopping by herself.
That's cool.
Got her own little bit of money. Again, it's the independence thing.
Yeah.
She's got to an age where she was kind of like, wow, that was a really good day.
Yeah.
Shopping with a friend, being able to just go in and out of shops as they please. Like I say, loads and loads of independence, and yeah, growing up.
Yeah, and then when you realise you are a grown up, you're like, take me back.
Yeah.
Take me back.
Yeah, take me back quick.
Right then, Andy. So, we're at that amazing point where we've gone through the challenges. You should see my photos on Instagram if anyone wants to have a look at them. The photos I drew from last week. Don't want to dwell on it too much, but it was absolutely amazing. But no, man.
They were good. They were very, very good.
Yeah. So, let's move on to this week's challenge. So, my two set you three a challenge of using the sewing machine. Now,
Right.
it can't be too hard. I mean, it was all ready to rock and roll. Don't hear any excuses here. I want to see a full garment. What we got going on then, Andy?
So, this is how this challenge went. I mean, your name's never been so much mud in this house as it was on over the weekend. So we got set the challenge. The sewing machine turns up. Think, right, let's do it. Got sat down, all three of us. Right, ideas. Boom, boom, boom. It was like being in Alan Sugar's office. Honestly, there was ideas coming all over. Right, we'll do this, we'll do this. Andy was on drawing duty. Lexi was on YouTube duty, trying to find stuff, and I was just pinging ideas at him. Got it going. We've been given a dud here. This sewing machine is an absolute dud. None of us have used a sewing machine before. It was the most stressful weekend ever to try and do this challenge, to a point where I thought, I'm going to have to buy him a new sewing machine. And he's going to have to buy me a new window. Throw this out of it. So it's good. But, as you'll hear in the review, the challenge has been met. Challenge has come through.
Let me see this, what you've designed.
So, we've got... Again, we'll stick these on the Instagram. This is a very good visual. We've got a pillow for Andy's teddy bear. She's got a little teddy bear that she loves.
I like it.
We've got a hair scrunchie.
That's good.
So, there's a bit of elastic in there.
That's really good.
Bear in mind that this has been hand-stitched because the sewing machine let us down. So, we've had to go hand-stitching. So, it's all well and good you bringing your old...
That scrunchie's really good, mate.
This is the creme de la creme.
God, what is that?
Do you want to describe it?
Well, it looks like a stick. He's sat with a snake. Right, it looks like some sort of snake. He's got eyes and he's sticking his tongue out.
Let me show exactly what it is.
A draft excluder?
Yeah.
Man, that's good, that. Why has it got a sticky out tongue?
Because it's a snake.
Ah. Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah.
It's got eyes and a nose.
Have you hand stitched this?
I've had to, yeah. Right nightmare.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Cinderella, eat your hat out. Stitching up there.
So we've got a draft excluder that's like a snake. It's got a tongue and it's got an eyes and nose.
That's really good.
And everything.
A pillar.
A pillar for...
And a scrunchie.
Banana. She's Andy's teddy. She's got this banana giraffe. She calls it banana. And a hair scrunchie. We got there in the end.
So the whole thing about... I know my name was absolute mud then, but it sounds this that I've ruined your weekend slightly, but I guess I didn't work. But did you have fun?
Oh man, do you know what? It was really good. It was really good as well. What I liked was we all had to go on sewing machine, so Andy was doing it as well. We got bits and pieces of it to work, and it's something that Lexi really got into. I think if the sewing machine had worked properly, she'd still be in out sewing. I joke about her going onto YouTube and stuff just to have a look at how she did it, but then it was straight on it. It was like this. She could use a mind. She even said at one point, I should be doing fashion at college.
You never know. It could be like an opening door.
Yes, it was a good thing. It was a good thing to do. A really, really good challenge. If we'd have managed to get it going, best challenge by far so far.
We ain't done many.
We haven't done many.
It's like the best day of your life. It was yesterday because we went to the park. Best challenge so far.
Was that your challenge?
Yeah, let's...
Here it is.
Let's have
so
it.
we've got Lexi's review, and then Andy's going to read out the challenge.
She better not swear at me.
We beeped all them out. So here it is. Press the button. Right, Lexi. This is our opportunity to let Leon and his family know how we got on with our challenge. So initially, when he came and he brought a sewing machine, what did you think?
This is going to be so fun.
After 5 minutes, what did you think?
This is not going to be so fun.
It was just horrible. I've never used a sewing machine before. You haven't, have you? So it just made things very, very difficult. We didn't even know what button that we needed to press, what was what. Then you broke the needle.
By accident.
The cotton ran out. We did a little bit of stitching by hand. But we got there in the end. We have produced in the end. So I believe we've met the challenge. We met the challenge as well with just being given the wrong tools.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
By the wrong tool.
We figured out how to actually use it in the end.
Yeah. So if it had worked, if the sewing machine had worked, it'd have been quite fun, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It'd have been quite a fun challenge. Something that maybe we could do.
I agree.
Another day.
But it was very stressful.
Not meant to be stressful, was it?
No.
It stressed us out. I mean, I would go so far as to say it ruined our weekend.
I don't think it was that bad.
I think he ruined dad and daughter time. He spoiled it. So we're not going to have a career in fashion, are we, at the moment? Not at the moment. Right, let's set him his challenge. Here it is. Right, Andy, what is their challenge? You tell us.
We challenge you to a game of catch. You need to throw 2 balls at the same time in a circle for 1 minute without dropping it. If either of the balls hit the floor, you start again. Good luck.
Get on it. You think you'll be able to do it?
No.
We'll see. So that's your challenge. You
Looking
up for it?
forward. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Again, it's just about these challenges, about getting together and doing
Yeah.
something and making it fun, making it something that you don't normally do, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Trying to push our comfort zones, but doing things that we wouldn't traditionally do.
What have you learned this week?
Do you know what? I've had one of them weeks where there's nothing being learned. So normally the learning process is something's gone wrong or something's not been good. It's been a good week.
A good week.
Yeah, but I've not learned anything where I thought, oh god. But in the same breath, I've not learned anything because in like something's been good that I've learned something.
You just moseyed along this week.
I have, yeah. I've said it, middle of the road, a nice week.
Just
a
chugged along.
nice,
But they're good, them, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're good weeks. Nobody wants things to go wrong. They're good weeks. I've learned a few things this week.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm going to reel these
What
off.
things that have gone wrong or?
No, so I've learnt this week that listening to last week's podcast, you're actually not as stupid as you look, apart from the Coca-Cola thing.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, wow, I don't know anything about anything. If I was to go mastermind, I don't know what I'm going to talk about here. I don't have a specialist subject.
See, I'm saying, but I came across like oh, Mr. Know-It-All. I don't know why, but I just know random rubbish. Like, you know, like, not embarrassed about it, but I'm always like, I've got, like, someone will say something and I'll go, oh, I know something about it. I've got some weird random fact. And when I finish telling that fact, I'm thinking, shut up, Leon. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes people don't want to know that. Do you know what I mean? You're telling some right weird rubbish.
Do you know what? Similar to that. So somebody will say something, you'll go for some really weird random fact. When I hear somebody say something, I want to say something stupid. And they're exactly the same Venn diagram because people don't want to hear what I've got to say. So here he comes with his stupid joke. So yeah, so I feel that. So that was one. My eyes are bigger than my belly.
What are you eating?
Which is a shock. So I ordered this week one of those home food things that come to your house.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to mention who it is. Let's just call it Goodbye Stale. If you know what I mean. You see where I've gone with that?
Oh, yeah. Like opposite Hello Fresh, yeah?
Yeah, that's the one. And you look at them and think, there's not enough there for 2 people. So I thought, I'm having that. That's a full meal for one, mate. Yeah, it's too much.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember you saying to me, it's coming, you was like, you're going to get 1 potato, you're going to get 2 bits of meat.
Yeah, it's enough, man. It's absolutely enough.
Really?
Yeah. And they're good. If anybody else has ever had them,
I'm waiting for mine to come.
yeah. Have you ordered one?
Yeah.
Oh, they're good. The recipes are good. Really easy to follow. And we're not sponsored by them either.
No, unless they want to sponsor
If
us.
they want a Goodbye Stale, wink, wink.
Opposite Hello Fresh.
Yeah, good thinking. But my main one this week, what I've learned is that I don't like to be rude to people, but sometimes you're just forced.
Go on.
So, knock on the door this week. Bear in mind, I work from home now.
Yeah.
So, knock on the door this week. I'm at work, so I'm doing bits. Go and answer it. And it was a guy trying to sell me something.
Uh-huh.
Bear in mind as well, I've got a sticker in my window saying, don't knock on this door because I'll bite you.
Have you?
But he obviously ignored that, decided to knock anyway. Tried selling me something, and I was trying to be polite. Have you got any information you can just leave me, and I'll have a read through it.
I'll put it in the bin.
Yeah, it'll go in my recycle bin anyway. He says, no, but you can have a look on our website. But to take advantage of this amazing offer we've got now, we need to, you need to kind of buy it today.
Oh, okay, what was selling? I'm intrigued.
So I just said to him, I'll be honest, I'm not going to buy it. But I didn't want to be rude.
Yeah, did you take umbrage to that?
Not really, but it made me feel uncomfortable that he'd put me in that position because I'd said to him, I'm actually working. So it was like, I need to get back to what I'm doing. I wasn't making any excuses. And I know that's just their job, but if people are politely saying, leave me some information, I'll have a look through it, do it.
Yeah.
Don't force me into telling you to bomb off. Like I say, when I say I'm working, I can't be bothered with you. So I didn't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't want to be rude to people, but you feel like in them positions you've got to be quite stern and just go, okay.
On my door, when people knock on my door, I'm quite polite and I'm quite, like you, quite courteous and go, yeah, no, I'm not interested, whatever. On phone, I'm the worst person in the world. I will keep them talking. Or I'm like, oh yeah, I'd love to buy that. Tell me more. And I put it on speakerphone, especially when I'm at my desk working, so I can do two things. I'm on speakerphone. Oh yeah, brilliant, thank you, yeah. Typing an email out. What's that? Where can I get that from? Oh yeah, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, don't like people that are rude.
Can I just go back a little bit?
Yeah.
Because I said I've not learned anything this week.
Yeah.
I genuinely have actually learned something.
Go on.
And you're actually quite funny.
Oh, what?
You're actually quite funny. What I've learned this week, I've always thought you're not funny. I just go along the ride and go, yeah, well done, Andy. But actually, genuinely, me and the wife watched you on Monday night. Very good. And if you haven't seen it, get along to YouTube and get him watched because it was very good. It was a very good set. And it's got to be hard doing it on Zoom compared to, when you got people to feed off in a live environment and then having to do it in your front room. Tip me out to you, mate. He was good. And I'm not just saying this, but you're the best one out of the lot that was on that night. And I genuinely out saying that.
Because check is in the post.
Because I'm sat next to you. You was the better one of the lot.
I don't know if that says a lot for me or everybody else.
It was all right.
It was
all right.
I'll take that as a compliment. It was good, yeah. It's difficult doing it on Zoom and hopefully back out soon, getting some bits and pieces done.
But yeah, well done, mate. Proud of you, mate.
Good, thanks.
Going places, this kid.
Leon, what's next week's topic?
So next week's topic is, what is the hardest thing about being your age? What is the best thing about being your age?
Ooh, I don't think there's anything good about being my age.
Well, like I say, I don't want to get to your age.
No, I don't.
Well, no, I want to get there. I'm just not looking forward to getting there.
Yeah.
Don't want to encroach on next week's episode. But once you get to like the 18, that's it, it's open door, isn't it? Because when you're like 15, 16, it's like, I want to get there so I can start buying alcohol, I can do the whatevers, driving, those sort of, like, once those doors are open. So what's good about our age?
I think the good thing about being my age is that things I'm starting to buy now are going to be the last things I have to buy.
You're joking, you're not even halfway through.
You never know. Good pair of shoes. They'll last.
See, when I get to 40, I'd see it as like, I'm at 40 and that's it. I'm into chapter 2 of the life and I'm on the way out, if that makes sense. We'll get to 40.
Let's definitely finish this podcast on a positive. So you've gone up there, only halfway down the other side now.
I'll take 80. Good innings.
All right, this is deep, right? Join us next week for some delicious discussions. Leon, have a great week. Keep yourself smiling.
Stay safe, my friend. Have a good one.
Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_, or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you're providing us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories, and keep smiling.